Hi everyone, my name is Antonacci and I'm an Ambassador Diamond and Top Earner with It Works Global, and I've had a lot of our team asking a lot of questions lately, just tips and tricks. They have, either struggling with something at home or with their business, struggling with getting customers or getting distributors. And so I just wanted to make this video and share, a little bit of insight. I've been in this business for 3 years and I by no means know everything, but I've definitely seen what works and what doesn't. And I think it's really important to always share that knowledge so that people aren't just spinning their wheels. They're figuring out, learning from other leaders. So the first question that I got from some of our team is that how do you manage a full-time job with kids and still have time for your family? My kids think I'm playing on my phone when I'm talking to people or posting with the business. How do you find the balance? And gosh, that is so hard. The first 6 months of this business, I was working full-time. I was in about a 50-hour-a-week job. I was traveling regionally. I was gone a lot. And my daughter was 2, very needy, like any 2-year-old is. And my husband worked full-time. So it was a lot. It was a lot to juggle, 3 dogs, the house, all of that. So I think it's about making sure that time on your computer or that time on your phone is spent doing income-producing activities. And what income-producing activities are is something that can directly correlate to how your business will grow. Scrolling Facebook, scrolling Instagram, liking other distributors' posts, that's not income-producing. It's really, unfortunately, it's not. But what is income-producing is following up with someone, messaging a prospective distributor, putting up a post asking for product testers, things like that. So really being diligent with that time, and you do have it carved out. I would wake up 5 to 10 minutes earlier than I needed to be able to get a post up. I would post and follow up with people during lunch at my job, and then I would work after my daughter went to bed. No, my husband didn't love it that he would turn on a show or a ball game for us to watch together, and quickly I'd be, right there working on the computer. I did find that I got a lot more done when I would just sit down on the computer. I would also sometimes in the evening, I would scroll through other distributor posts and find, compliant photos, great results photos, save those either on my phone or computer, wherever you're going to post from more, and make sure you have those so you can just throw up a post really quickly. Being authentic, being genuine, and putting a post up in just 2 minutes is going to be so much better than you overthinking it and spending 20 minutes doing it. Making sure you're posting a before and after every day, something about you using the products every day, and something about the business opportunity every day is great. And then throwing in your personal life too. Silly things like, the sunset on your commute home, or, at a stoplight, taking a picture of your kid in the back seat, jamming out. Still have dinner with your family. You don't need to sacrifice that. The nights you do sacrifice that are the nights you're going to a launch party. Don't be afraid to unplug for an hour or 2 dedicated to really give your family that time they need, because then you're going to be able to do so much more. Finding the balance as you're growing quickly in this business, if you figure it out, let me know, because you're not. If your business is growing quickly, you will not be balanced, and it's okay, because once you get to where you're going, you will find it again. But that momentum is priceless, and you cannot let it go. If you have momentum, just keep growing, keep pushing. The second you promote, step on the gas harder. If you need a break, take 12 hours, take 24 hours, sit under the covers, read a book, rejuvenate your brain. But you can't take a week off. You can't have a date night with your spouse. Those things are great, but just keep pushing, because that momentum is something that you cannot get back in your business once you lose it. So, and explaining to your kids what you're doing. Maybe make a dream board as a family. When mommy hits this next promotion, what are we going to do? Are we going to go, on a trip? Are we going to buy a new Xbox? Are we going to go out to a fancy dinner? Like, whatever your family loves to do, make them dream with you and realize that mommy is working really hard to achieve this. And I think, once we always talk to our daughter about, we wanted a farm. Did we want a farm? Did we want a ranch? Did we want a place to go play outside? And so she always knew that when we were working so hard, or mom wasn't home to tuck her in, or I had to go be on a call, she knew why we were doing that. And I think that's really, really important. All right, my next question someone asked is, how to get people interested. It says, my husband thinks I'm on my phone and computer too much, and I'm just trying to convince people to buy our products. So the first problem I see there with that question is you said you are trying to convince someone. Nobody wants to be sold to. Nobody wants to be convinced. I think that's sort of a misconception that we think that we need to, really latch on to people and just push them. They got to try the wraps. They got to try the green. Your best customers and your long-term customers that are truly going to bring that residual income into your business or potentially even grow into being a distributor, those are people that have a goal and they want to achieve something, and you've helped them find a product that's going to solve that problem for them. So getting people interested. So let's say you're the restaurant down the street. It's being built, people are noticing things are getting built, and they see the sign, but they never see the lights on. You're never going to pull into that restaurant, right? But the second you see the lights turn on and people start seeing a flyer in their mail, people start seeing a commercial on TV for it, well, then they're like, okay, but they may have to see it 12, 15, 21 times before you go try that new restaurant. Your business is the exact same way. You start your business, you announce it, and then you have to be using social media. You have to be using your mouth. You have to tell people you are open for business, and you do that by wearing your shirt, having a Blitz card with you. A party pad is a great way. Just when you're sitting out to dinner, have it sitting there next to you on the table. Who cares if you're actually talking about it or not? But you want people to see that. Posting on social media consistently every single day. That is how you turn the lights on in your business. Every single day, you have to turn the lights on. If you don't post on social media for a day, people don't know you're open for business because it's not their priority to know that you are. It's your priority to tell them you are. And you have to treat this like a business. This is not just a quick little job you're going to have for a couple weeks. If a restaurant is cash flowing after 5 years, that's considered successful. If we can cash flow within our first month, that's amazing. But if you're not making $1 million in your first month, that's okay because that's not realistic. Nobody is. So being very, very, very consistent is just crucial. Posting on social media every day. If social media is not your thing, well, then you better be calling people every day, blitzing people every day, getting to events, community events, 5Ks, health fairs, whatever it may be. You have to grow your network. It is your job. Your only job in this business is to tell as many people as possible about It Works Global, this business and these products. That is your only job as a distributor. Like, what an awesome job is that? And then when they're interested in something, help them achieve their goals. Do they want to look better? Do they want to feel better? Do they want to make more money? You have a solution to all of those things. So really focusing on that, I think, is so, so, so important. And if your husband thinks you're on the phone or computer too much, find out, is there something that he misses that you used to do together? Did you guys have a weekly show? I gave up all TV. My first year in this business, TV was gone. I literally had an entire season of my favorite show that I finally watched after I went presidential in a year. And it still took me probably a month to get through all those episodes because it was not my priority. Even if I turn a show on, I instantly was on the computer because I was so passionate. I was so excited. And I had so many people to follow up with, because when you're consistently posting, when you're opening, you turn your lights on in your business, and then you got to remind people. And that's when you start messaging people. But if your husband is saying, you're on your computer, you're on your phone, are you doing those income producing activities, or are you just scrolling and suddenly it's 4 hours later and you've checked your Instagram and your Facebook and your Twitter and your Pinterest and, maybe did some online shopping, hitting up Amazon Prime. It wasn't productive time. Carve out your time and be diligent with it. All right. So the next question, how do you hook people who are interested in being customers but worry about the cost? All right. Well, you need to add value to our products. When you say, someone says, okay, I want to try these wraps, and you say, great, but they're $59. That right there makes somebody think that's really expensive. when you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for you to try them. They are such a steal as a loyal customer. Retail they're $99. You can get them for $59. It's an amazing price. I can go ahead and get you set up right now. It's all in your tone. When you give things a value and you change that perceived value, people are thinking, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I have a friend who wants to order hair, skin, and nails. And she's like, what is it? And I was like, it's 33 as a loyal customer. You're going to love it. It's everything you've been looking to get with your hair. Right there. So simple. But if you are like, it's $33, I know that stuff at Walmart's like 10. It's not the same product. Our products are plant and botanically based. Our active ingredients are absorbed properly by your body so your body can actually use them. Our products really, really work. They're bioavailable. Our skincare is insane. So if they're worried about the cost, give it value and remind them they're getting 40% off from day one. It's such a deal. There's no minimums. After 3 months, they have all kinds of additional perks, free parking, they get extra points, and they're in full control of their orders. They get what they want when they want. After those first 3 months, they're a loyal customer for life. If they're still like, gosh, I don't know, I just can't afford this. I'm like, well, then you want to use these products? You ever thought about making some money to cover your cost? Bring up the distributor opportunity. That distributor opportunity right there for so many people is everything they've been wanting. That's, I never could justify the cost of buying these products. I'd been wanting to try wraps forever, and I just couldn't justify it. And so finally becoming a distributor was like, oh, well, at least I can try the products now without feeling guilty. So you got to bring up that opportunity. All right, next question is, how do you maintain loyal customers beyond the 3 months of auto ship? Try to introduce the skincare line and longer lasting products. Absolutely. Maintaining those relationships from day one is crucial, okay? After 3 months, be like, oh, hey, you want to order some more? That's not how you're going to get your long-term customers. But you will get your long-term customers by, when you first set them up with their account, you want to ask them their goals, help them achieve their goals. Okay, great. They're trying to lose weight. Awesome. You're going to get them set up in the system. 2 weeks in, how are you doing? 2 days, 2 weeks. Those are really good follow-up points. You want to make sure you check in with them, let them know your order's on its way. Check in with them a week later or so. Hey, you should have gotten it now. Have you tried anything yet? 2 weeks in. Awesome. Your next order is getting ready to ship. Do you want to make any changes? Excellent customer service will build your residual income for life. I'm telling you, I have had customers stay ordering for 24 plus months because I've helped them achieve their goals. I've empowered them to change their orders themselves, teach them how to log into their own site. If they're not really sure what they want, mail them a paper catalog. Some people don't like shopping online. Some people don't like scrolling through things. But the second they have that catalog in their hands, that is really awesome. I was thinking like, oh my gosh, this is this. And they each have those little descriptions by them. Talk to them about our skincare line. Talk to them about the ProFit. Who doesn't need Confianza in their life? People are going to fall in love with these products and they're going to find something they can't live without. Every month, someone's going to go to the store and buy their body wash or their skincare line, or they're going to go to the department store and buy a certain lipstick because they're brand loyal. It's because it's an exceptional product and they want to keep using it. We have exceptional products. You just have to continue to introduce them to new things. Our skincare line, that's where I go to for sure. Instantly, I tell people, obviously the greens, if they're not on them, that can be a lifelong product. Fat fighters, everyone should have in their purse. Confianza, use as needed, but holy cow, who's not stressed out? And then get them to the cleanser, the exfoliating peel, the repairage, the facials. Those things will change someone's skin. My skin is 100% different than it was 3 years ago. So skincare line, that is for me, great customer service, and then move them to skincare. And I think they'll be a lifelong customer. All right. So someone said, I need major advice for getting DTs. Okay, are you asking them? That's always my first question. Getting back to what we talked about at first is that consistency, that consistently posting. You've turned on your lights. You're telling people about your business. You're telling people about the opportunity. You need to make sure as you're sharing that you're passionate and you're genuine. You don't want to look like a commercial. Join my team, $99. Nobody wants to see that. People are going to scroll right past it and people are going to block it. But what people will see are the story, picture of you and your family and sharing what this business has done for you. Maybe it paid for a dinner out for your family. Maybe it paid for your mortgage. Maybe it paid for a new car. Whatever level that is, make it tangible. Anytime I get wrap cash, I instantly go to the gas station and I hold up my 25 or my $50 or whatever, and I say, thanks for the tank of gas, it works. Because to the everyday person, that tank of gas is the difference. That is the 2 days before payday, somebody be like, oh, I can only put $10 of gas in my tank. That's real life. So being able to say, I filled up my tank thanks to wrap cash, that's really, really relatable. Be relatable. Be honest. Here's the thing. A potential distributor is never going to say yes if you don't give them something to say yes to. You can't expect someone to just come knocking on your doors and say, I want to do this, and then they're going to be a rock star. You have to ask them. People say yes to questions. You need to say, do you want to join my team? I love building relationships with people. Obviously, people I've known since childhood, college, former coworkers, whatever it may be. But message them, build those relationships. Oh my gosh, hey girl, how are you? Oh my goodness, it's been 15 years. What's new? What are you up to? Chat with them, comment on their photos. And then during those conversations, you're like, what are you doing these days for work? And then they're going to ask you, if you still work a full-time job, do not lead with, oh, I'm a school teacher and I kind of do this wrap thing on the side. Like, oh, I'm an It Works distributor. I love it so much. It's a side job, and I'm hoping it becomes my full-time job soon. And then right now I'm a teacher too, which really was my first love. Right there, bring up being an It Works distributor first, because that needs to be where your passion is, and you need to show people that you're passionate about it. But you have to ask them. And I also love sending messages to people who I know well, just saying, hey, this may sound crazy, but I really think you'd be great in this business with me. If you ever thought about making a little bit of extra money, do not be a spammer. If something is unsolicited with no relationship with someone, it is spam. You will get banned from social media fast. Do not just friend a bunch of random people and then start messaging them. That will get you nowhere. You have relationships with people. Help people. People who want a side job. People who, need more money. People who talk about wishing they could go on a vacation or paying off debt. Things like that. I think that's really, really important to think about. You're helping someone. You're offering someone an opportunity. You're offering somebody a solution to their problem. And that is really where you're going to pull in the distributors. Don't be a hunter and gatherer. Don't be just hunting people to throw on your chart and not be willing to really be their sponsor. Be a sponsor and be a coach. And that's how you'll build a long-term distributor. And how does your conversation go with a potential distributor? That's the next question. And honestly, for me, it's just when that conversation starts, usually it's over text or a message, and I say, I don't want to bombard you with more information than you want. Can we just jump on the phone real quick for 10 minutes? And then I can answer all your questions. I don't, if you've written them text this long, they're never going to read it and they're going to run away screaming because it's too much information. Get on the phone. This right here is your sales tool. This is the party pad. This literally has a script in eSuite. It goes through exactly how you walk through a party, exactly how you talk about loyal customer, exactly how you talk about the business opportunity, becoming a distributor. That script is there. Learn it, make it your own. Follow that when you're at a party. Follow that when you're meeting with someone. Follow that when you are talking to someone on the phone. That's your sales tool. Learn it, know it, own it, love it. All right. I think this is my last question. If you as a top earner could share only one piece of advice for a distributor, what would be the most valuable and influential words you have to share to encourage them and keep working to the top? Network marketing makes more self-made millionaires than any other industry in the world. Network marketing creates millionaires out of stay-at-home moms, bankrupt people getting foreclosed on, creates millionaires out of teachers and lawyers. It creates, it can create millionaires out of anyone. But the only way you're going to do it is if you don't quit and you consistently, day in and day out, work your steps to success. This business is so duplicatable. Find a top earner you relate with, who's being successful, and do what they are doing. It is duplicatable. Don't make it more complicated. Do what you expect your team to do. At the end of your day, can you truly look back and say, if what you did that day was your distributor, would you be happy with them or would you be frustrated? Do what you expect your team to do. Lead by example so they can duplicate what you do. This business almost gets repetitive and boring sometimes because it's that simple. But day in, day out, every day, turning the lights on in your business and talking to people. Open your mouth. Open your mouth, build your brand, be positive, and be excited. And when you truly start running with your business, the runners from your team, that crew will rise to the top and they will run with you. And that is really how you'll become, a top earner in this business. It takes 5 people to make you a millionaire in this company. Literally, lifelong income. The way it works, compensation plan setup is the right 5 people. And honestly, I can say, many people do it with 2 or 3. So don't give up. When you get frustrated, dig deep. Remember why you're doing this and know that anyone can be successful in this business. But it's what's inside. It doesn't matter what's up here. It doesn't matter your background, your education. If you're positive, you're confident, you're excited, and you're passionate about helping people, you can really be excited or, successful in this business. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope this helped. I hope you all have a great day. And as I get more questions, I will be happy to make more tips and tricks videos. Have a great day, everyone.